Welcome to Team List Tuesday. It's Mavo here, and the teams have just dropped, and it's an interesting lineup. It's a strong lineup. JD, you have done well. Two Bunnies TV favourites have come into the lineup. Benjamin Lovett will start, and Tallis Duncan will come off the bench. Two of our star young rookie back rowers are going to get some game time against the Doggies on Saturday night out there at Accor Stadium. It's only a couple of home games left, everybody, so I think it's this one, and then the Women's World Cup arrives and everyone's all over the shop. We've only got one more game after that, which is the Roosters clash in the last round. And wasn't the Roosters game good? Cheering for Manly at the end there when the Chooks had a chance to get it. But anyway, back on track. First of all, before I congratulate Keon Kalamatangi, what a story that is, I just want to mention Darryl Lee, where there's something special in every bite. And I want to thank Maroon and Steve McDermott for appearing in a little impromptu video that I shared yesterday or this morning. Can't remember now. And it was just unscripted. I was filming for the channel members a little piece, and they walked in with Darryl Lee Rice Bubbles blocks, and brought to you by Darryl Lee. So sometimes the unscripted stuff and the live audio is the best. Darryl Lee have been making it better since 1927. And Keon, I got it wrong again. Special K, Keon, congratulations, mate. It's about time Freddie came to his senses and put him in the Blues side. He's going to start. And never too soon, because he deserves it. He's been one of the best forwards in this competition and all year, and deserves his spot. So I'm just going to check the stream before we move on. There you go. We've got Dada. Said, hello, Mavo. Where is our captain's run at this week? Well, I suspect it's going to be at the Rabbitohs Centre, the Usana Rabbitohs Centre on Friday morning. I cannot confirm that, but if I had to guess, I'd say that was it, about 9:30 Friday morning. I won't be there this week because I am getting a knee operation, long-awaited new knee. So, yeah, you can just confirm in the live chat. It looks like it's all working anyway. Rabbitohs Rule has joined us and said the Doggies will be hungrier than ever after the night's trouncing. Go hard, Bunnies. Well, it's always the way. After a side gets 50 or 60 or 70, as was the case last week for a number of sides, they will come out firing. But, like I said, JD has picked a strong side. Yes, Keon. So it's a big week for him. He's proposed to his missus too, so big congratulations. Deserves to be starting for the Blues, and I can't wait to see him in that blue jersey, charging onto the ball, bursting through hopefully and scoring tries for the mighty Blues to salvage some pride out of this lost series. Cody's in there too, and another bloke that deserves to be there, and he probably should have been there from game 1 and 2, just like Keon should have been, but anyway, he's there now. And let's hope that he carves up the Queenslanders. A few people are already writing us off, saying there's only 2 forwards on the bench, and, why are you putting Guffo? And, so, look, there's 4 Rabbitohs starting in this team as it stands, and that means that we've got something to cheer on next Wednesday during the bye week. Yum said, could you say hi to me? Yes, I could. Yum, hi. And Letitia said, can you shout out Ron Simpkins? He's not well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Letitia. So Ron Simpkins, get well soon, mate. Mick C says, hey, Mavo, great. Join the channel again. Happy for Tommy to get the captaincy. So that's another breaking story. I was talking to Paul O'Connor, Pock, my mate, grandson of the great Alf O'Connor, South legend. Look out for that story coming up on bunniestv.au with thanks to Mark Emery. Is Tommy, I had a few stuff-ups to start. I'm a bit excited because there's big news happening. Tommy Burgess has got the C next to his name. That's what I meant to say. So is Sam Burgess and Tommy Burgess the first 2 brothers to captain this great team? I don't know. Maybe someone in the live chat can tell us. Maybe one of our historians, Mark Sivis, Brad Ryder, or Michael Curran. We might have to check that because that's an important stat. So Tommy's in the lineup. Now, let me go through the team because, well, I also forgot to mention that Cam has been named to start at lock, which I think is a good move because I would have started him last game when he didn't get on till the second half when the game was over. And I spoke to JD about this, and he said, yeah, he would have preferred to use him in the first half. Maybe after 20, 25 minutes, he would have been happy. But to put him on in the second half, I know there was an injury concern, but start with Cam, one of your best players. And Cookie as well. So Cookie starting gives that Blues side rock-solid defence in the middle. It gives them attack out of dummy half. It gives them options. So 4 Rabbitohs starting, and exciting debut for Keon Kalamatangi. Shout out to Dad Izzy. I know he'd be proud as anything because I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and he said that what Keon does offer for Freddie and the Blues is versatility. We all know he can play in the middle, but he can also play on the edge. So if he's needed there, we've all seen him do it for South. This kid's a star. We've watched him come through the last few years, and it's been a very satisfying rise for this kid from Mascot who we all knew had all the ability in the world but never looked out of place once in first grade, and now he's going to make his debut for Origin, and hopefully he plays great. We know he'll give everything he's got, and he cements his spot. Same with you, Codes. Cody Walker. If you play like you did last week in New Zealand, and you're like you've been playing all year, look out, Queensland. That's all I can say. So, yeah, the team, Blake Taff at the back. Team Taff here on Bunnies TV. And thanks for following my new Instagram page, Taffy. Any of you other players are listening, it's bunniestv.au, not bunniestv.au, it's just Bunnies TV AU, the new Instagram. Give us a follow. You'll see some great content there. Digital content, exclusive to Bunnies TV. Taffy at the back. Now, AJ, on the verge of greatness. Going to leapfrog the great Beaver Menzies into third spot if he scores a meat pie. Big chance against the doggies, the wounded dogs. Yeah, AJ on the wing. And Tyrone Munro, another great story that I haven't mentioned. Congratulations to Tyrone Munro. He's retained his spot. And I thought he might because Stretch is still out. But, yeah, so that's a great story. And wouldn't you like to see him get amongst it, flying down the right flank on Saturday. Isaiah Tass comes back in, and he's going to play in the centres with Tane Milne, who had a great game last week. Terrific game by Tane. Footy Dean Hawkins has come back into 5'8" with Lockie Ilias at half. Now, the forward pack is strong. Junior Totola and big Tommy B with the C next to his name. Livahavili is starting at hooker, and that's a good move because he was strong there last week. Benjamin Lovett. Shout out to the family in Parks. Shout out to everyone watching this across Australia and around the world on Bunnies TV, live and free, but particularly to Mum and Dad watching this from Parks. And we love your work down there, the Lovetts. Michael Cheekham played well last week as well, played 80 minutes, so he's retained his spot in the second row. And Shaq Mitchell named it lock. Now, last time that happened, I said to JD, I like that you're putting Shaq there at lock, and he said, he's going to start off the bench. So let's see if he does it again, but Big Shaq was good last week. You all would have saw that. The potential of this big fella, we haven't seen it yet, but we are seeing some of it because he's a quality footballer. And it'd be nice to see him stay there when his brother gets back in a couple of weeks, and Jai Arrow and co. We'll have to wait and see. The troops are returning after the bye, I believe. Maybe Stretchy back too, so that's going to be interesting as well. But let's get through this game. On the bench, we've got Peter Mamazelis, who's probably going to be rotating with Havili, if you had to, well, not probably, he will be. Dallas Duncan scored a try over there in New Zealand in that cyclone. Dreadful conditions, but he got a couple of tries, and I think young Brock Gray got one too, has been playing well. Great to see him in the side. Davey Mawale had to be there, and Hame Sele, number 17, but what a player he is. So will be interesting to see if JD does any fidgeting around with the starts and all that. But That's a good 17. Look out, the doggies. We're coming. On the bench, Richie Kenner's 18th man. Josiah Karapani, 19th man. And, you know, why not? I don't think he'll come in, but it's good that he's given him that recognition. DSF, Daniel Saluka Fafita, number 20, and Liam Knight, 21, and Jacob Gagai, 22. So blokes like Saluka Fafita and Knight can consider themselves unlucky because when there's a few out, you know, they would have been in contention, but it's good. It shows the depth that JD can come up with his strong 17. I've just hit me Bunnaby Water. Well, that was a product placement as well. Bunnaby Water, water with a purpose. It hit the mute button while I was talking. I'll just go back to the live chat. And, okay, so, yeah, we've got a few people in there. David Gardner said, hello, Mavo from Wellington, New Zealand. Hello to all our Kiwi friends from across the ditch. Score prediction for this Saturday, Cody Gibbo. Well, I'll just be happy to win by 1, mate, but I think we can beat them 13+ with this side. Rabbitohs Rule said finally they selected a strong starting lineup. Cookie and Cameron, experienced Blues stalwarts. Oh, you're talking about the Blues side. Keep a cool head, mate, and display some magic. Munro is a massive in for us. Yes, it is. Oh, I love the story. He's 18 years old and he's played 4 grades and he scored a try on debut in every grade he's played in since Harold Matts all the way through to first grade. He's something special, this kid. And Scotty McLaren from Tamworth said, g'day. Only a few weeks till we smash the Tigers here. So a couple of good ones coming up. The Tigers aren't going real well. They're in all sorts. Gee, that was embarrassing the other day. Trev Gillis said, back on the Blues, he's not happy with Freddie Fittler. And anyone who watched NRL 360 last night, Brandy was under fire. He got a bit snippy when they were all picking him up on a few things. And poor old Brandy's, he hasn't had the best of luck. Welcome to channel members. Carol Benson, she said, good luck with the op. Thank you very much, Carol. I appreciate that. Peter Bennett said, hi, Mavo. Best wishes. David Morton, channel member, always at training. He's a diehard South fan. He loves his club like we all do. Any mail? Scotty McLaren said, any mail on the re-signing of Harme? No, I haven't got any mail on that. So maybe that's a question that'll have to be asked of the great JD when I get another chance to have a chat to him. It might have to be in another week or so. So. And I want to wish happy birthday to Carol Sutherland, who is a member of Bunnies TV fan page, our private group on Facebook. So if you're watching this and you want to come and join our group, I'm going to start sharing all exclusive, well, not all exclusive stuff, but a lot of exclusive stuff in there that I don't share anywhere else. It's going to be a good community in there, and there'll be no rubbish bagging people and all that. It'll just be good content about this club and a bit of other stuff too. So, yeah, happy birthday to Carol. We've got some more people. Styler said, Ki Aurora, Mavo from Aotearoa. Love your mahi work and insight of the game. Keep it up, bro. Thank you. Boof1111 said, up the doggies always and forever. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to the doggies fans. We'll take all comers here. And I know you're a bit wounded this week. So the doggies reserve grade, the New South Wales Cup are leading the comp, and they've got a few players in there, some first graders. So I don't know if this what they've done as far as wielding the axe, but if they're leading the comp, then usually there's pressure on the first grade. So yeah, they're in all sorts, but like I said, they could bounce back. David said, am I going to NAIDOC Day tomorrow? I might, Dave. Yes, I just got the email from the Rabbitohs about that. So NAIDOC Day tomorrow. And yeah, I think it's at the Rabbitohs Centre. I'll check that email, mate. Let's do that, Dave, because that's a good topic, mate. So, where's that email? There's another email here. Here we go. It says it's NAIDOC celebration from midday at the Heffron Centre, and there's going to be some players getting interviewed there for the media. But yeah, and South Cares have been sharing that, so good luck to the team there. That's going to be a great celebration. Now, and Karina Haas joined us all the way from Germany. We do love our European correspondent there, Karina Haas. And Killer Nistink said, how do you think Sexton will do with such a quick introduction into the Dogs side? I don't know, mate. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Now, what I didn't mention, I got sidetracked, is that an important cause is going to be represented at the footy if you go. So both teams will be wearing the CF Rose socks to show their support, raise awareness, and much needed funds to support children living with cystic fibrosis. So yeah, that's a horrible, horrible thing. And then if you do go to the footy, 3 lucky contestants will have the chance to win $1 million apartment with thanks to Aqualand, club sponsor. So there you go. Go to the footy, you might win $1 million home. So thanks to everyone who's live chatting. And Scotty McLaren's just given us $7.99 in the live chat. Thanks, legend. Love it. Love this channel. The number 1 channel on YouTube. Big fan. Glory, glory. Well, thank you. Number 1, some good channels on here too. So, and we're only getting bigger and better. The network has never stopped growing, and we continue to grow to this day. Ned Kelly's joined us. He said, "G'day, Mavo. The Dogs always give us a hard time." Yes, they do. So there'll be no complacency by JD or the coaching staff, by the dream team of coaches, Sammy Burgess, Johnny Sutton, Bomber Morris, Benny Hornby. Just rattle off 300 gamers that are going to be getting this side in good nick. So it's good to bounce back. It was good to bounce back last week. I was excited on the last show, and I'm excited on this one because this team is right back on track to win its 22nd premiership. They keep showing that resilience like they did last week. We can beat anyone, anywhere, anytime. Samwise Gamgee said, should be Neon Dion Tiapa over Hawkins. I actually thought that he might roll the dice there, but he hasn't. He's stuck with Footy Dean. So we'll move down to the pathways. And so there's 2 games on at Acor on Saturday. The New South Wales Cup take on the Doggies. Like I said, the first place Doggies at 5:10. And the Flag play the same day out at Ringrose Park, Wentworthville. So I'll just have a look at these sides. The New South Wales Cup, it's much the same side. There's a couple of new names I haven't seen before. Zach McCallum and Matt French on the interchange bench. So that's interesting, a couple of new names. And for the Dogs in reserve grade, they've got Josh Reynolds, Grubby at 5'8", Kyle Flanagan at hooker, and Falmorana Brown. So there's some first grade talent there. And so no surprising that they are running first in the Flag. I'm not seeing Ethan Ferguson, so I'm not sure if he's picked up an injury. So Liam LeBlanc returns, star young lock. So they'll be looking to get a win on the board, our Flag boys. So I won't keep you too much longer. Thanks to everyone who's joined us. Thank you especially to Scott McLaren by clicking the little $ in the live chat and showing his appreciation for this channel, because every dollar counts, with this show. You can see here we're supported by a few sponsors. NG Farah, George's Cameras. This is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. That's what you see me filming the whales with and flying over the Centre of Excellence, the Heffron Centre, the Usana Rabbitohs Centre. Karina said, congrats to Big Tommy as the captain. Yes, yes, yes. Trev Gillis said, Munro will be a centre, maybe. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, could see him getting there in the centres, but look, he has played fullback and he'd be a good fullback, and wing's probably going to suit him just because he gets the ball in space and he can do a lot with it. D said, Cody is the GOAT. Give him a full series, not a game. A true blue. He'll be playing after 40 like Tom Brady. Well, he might be. He's still in good nick. So he could be playing well into his late 30s. Be nice to see him playing at 40 with the grey hair and all that, just running around still throwing cutout balls to young Tyrone and whoever else is going to be out there. Scotty McLaren said the Dogs don't have a half yet. They keep playing Flanagan in reserve. So he was like the golden child at one stage, wasn't he? Young Flanagan, and he's just fallen right out of favour. So, so I'm just going to mention our other sponsors. So we are brought to you by NG Farah, George's Cameras, Darryl Lee, Blast Pit, Barnaby Water, Premium Structured Water, Dot Bill Constructions, who are supporting NAIDOC Week, Sight Pizza at Maroubra, and the Juniors group of clubs. Now, they have got some great shows coming up. They got is it like Manpower? I can't think of the name, it's for the ladies where they get their gear off. So they have a good variety of shows up there. You can still win the car by just going to the Juniors, swiping your members card, and you get a ticket. And that's not drawn till, I think, the 18th of July. You get a ticket every day. A free MG motor car. The prize is worth about 42 grand just by walking in either the Juniors Kingsford, the Juniors Maroubra, or the Juniors Malabar. Okay, so yeah, there will be a P&O Members Deck show after the Doggies game. We'll have a special guest up there. Prizes to give away. They have a screen where you pick the player, and if you pick it right, you win a $50 voucher to spend in the Rabbitohs store, shop.rabbitohs.com.au. And they also sell raffle tickets to win a signed ball signed by both captains. And Ned Kelly said, it's great to see some raw speed on the wing again. Yes, it is. You can't beat speed. There's no substitute for it. So, yeah. Michael Tasker, channel member, hello, legend. He said, great. And the conditions was atrocious, but the wind made it better. Yeah, so, mate, I talked about you in the last show. Seeing you in your raincoat over there, I felt sorry for you and Josh Kemp, but, geez, it would have been satisfying for you to get over there and see that magnificent win in NZ at Go Media Stadium. And Peter Bennett said, Mavo, after your operation, you can make a comeback. Negative. No, mate, no. I don't even Oztag, I'm hanging up the boots there. So, will be Tommy being captain will be on the front foot. And Scotty McLaren's put another $7.99, mate. You're a legend. So, thank you for that. And just on the Rabbitohs, they wanted me to mention their website. Now, I mixed it up on the last show. What you do is you go and download the app or go to the website. And then you have to create a new account in the app or the website with the existing email you had from your old account. So you just take the old account, create a new one, and like magic, it knows who you are and recognises it. I know this because I've done it, and I'm a proud member of the Rabbitohs, like you all should be. Support the club, and you can become a member of this channel too. There's a link in the description. Thank you, everyone, again for all of your loyal support. Be good to see us go out there and give the Doggies a rough time, get the 2 points, consolidate our position in this top 8. We're hovering around the top 4. We've got 2 byes to go, and then we've got the Broncos coming up on the Sunshine Coast after the bye. See you later. Up the Mighty Rabbits.